Are you ready to be blown away? Prepare yourself for a heart-pounding, action-packed thrill ride that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Today, we're delving into the world of The Equalizer 3, a film that promises to exceed all of your expectations. Prepare to be blown away by this wild and unforgettable cinematic experience. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss any updates on your favorite movies. Alright, let's jump right in. Denzel Washington has played DIA intelligence officer Robert McCall in two of the best action movies in recent memory, The Equalizer in 2014 and The Equalizer 2 in 2018. Though the franchise's future seemed uncertain a few years ago, we can all rejoice because The Equalizer 3 is happening and will be released very soon. If you've long been a fan of the franchise or Denzel Washington films, you'll be pleased to know that the third and possibly final installment in the gritty franchise will be available in a matter of weeks. Keep an eye out because we'll be breaking down everything from The Equalizer 3's release date, cast, trailer, and what those involved with the highly anticipated film have said in the lead-up to its release. When will Equalizer 3 be released? As stated in the introduction, there isn't much time until The Equalizer 3 hits theaters, as Sony Pictures has set a September 1 release date, right at the end of the summer blockbuster season. At the time of writing, there isn't much competition at the box office, at least in terms of new releases on the same day. So if you're looking for a way to start your Labor Day weekend, watching Denzel Washington bring death and destruction to the Italian mafia is a great option. Denzel Washington goes up against the Italian mafia in bloody fashion in the Equalizer 3 trailer. In April 2023, Sony Pictures released the action-packed Equalizer 3 trailer, which showed Washington's Robert McCall going to war against the Italian mafia after the criminal enterprise made the mistake of getting in the way of the now retired intelligence officer's well-deserved retirement. The 3-minute video has a lot going on, including McCall in a dangerous situation, the reluctant badass taking care of business, and far too many kills to count. The trailer also teases a reunion between Washington and his Man on Fire co-star Dakota Fanning, who arrives in Italy after hearing reports of the death and destruction McCall has brought to the once quiet village on the southern Italian coast. The trailer doesn't show much of the former child actress, who is currently preoccupied with other projects, but it's promising nonetheless. The Equalizer 3 cast includes Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. The cast of The Equalizer 3 is led by Denzel Washington, who reprises his role as Robert McCall, and Dakota Fanning, who plays an unnamed U.S. government operative. When the film is released in September, it will not only feature the reunion of Washington and Fanning, who haven't shared the screen in nearly 20 years, but it will also feature an equally impressive supporting cast. In November 2022, Deadline reported that Eugenio Mastrandrea, Remo Giron, Sonia Amar, Danielle Perron, Andrea Scarduzio, and Andrew Dodero had all signed on for roles in the film, but the report did not reveal the identities of their characters. This news comes just 1 month after the outlet revealed that Gaia Scodelario would be appearing in the upcoming action film alongside Washington. The Equalizer 3 follows Robert McCall as he attempts to leave his past behind and enjoy his retirement in southern Italy. The Equalizer 3 will follow Robert McCall as he attempts to put his bloody and complicated past behind him and enjoy retirement in southern Italy when it hits theaters. The former government agent begins a new life with the people of a small coastal town, but McCall soon discovers that the village and its inhabitants are controlled by a brutal crime syndicate. If you thought The Equalizer would let something like this go, you're wrong, as McCall becomes the town's protector at any cost. Denzel Washington has stated that The Equalizer 3 will be his final appearance as Robert McCall. Washington has a lot on his plate for the next few months and years, especially now that he'll be in Gladiator 2, but those plans won't include any more films in the Equalizer franchise, as the upcoming film will be his third and final appearance as Robert McCall. During an interview with Entertainment Tonight at CinemaCon 2023, the Oscar winner declared that this is the end of the road, saying, "This is the end of my story. It may not be the end, they may do another one, but it's the end for me." It's unclear whether this means the end of the franchise, so it's difficult to say whether Washington will stay on as a producer if there are more films in the works. If they're looking for a replacement for the Hollywood legend, perhaps his son, John David Washington, is up to the task. The creative team from the first two films returns for The Equalizer 3. The star isn't the only notable figure from the Equalizer franchise who has returned for the third installment. Director Antoine Fuqua and screenwriter Richard Wenk have also reprised their roles. This is the 5th time Washington and Fuqua have worked together, a partnership that began with Training Day in 2001, was revived with The Equalizer, and continued with The Magnificent Seven and The Equalizer 2. This is Washington's 4th appearance in a film written by Hank. Antoine Fuqua has stated that despite being part of the franchise, The Equalizer 3 is a film on its own. Though The Equalizer 3 is part of a franchise based on a successful TV show of the same name, which has since been rebooted for CBS, director Antoine Fuqua has stated that the upcoming film is unique in its own right. When speaking with Entertainment Tonight after Sony Pictures' presentation at CinemaCon 2023, he said, "We never considered it a franchise. It's a standalone film. It's part of a franchise, but it's also a standalone film. So we dealt with it in that manner. That's what we discussed. They don't discuss 1 and 2 in this film, they're done." It's unclear whether The Equalizer 3 will reference the first 2 films in the franchise or feature any other returning characters, so we'll have to wait and see. As the release date of The Equalizer 3 approaches on September 1, expect to hear more about it. But while you wait for it, check out our updated 2023 movie schedule. It's also a good time to revisit the first 2 films, which are currently available on various platforms. The sequel, Raise the Bar. Now let's talk about some rumors and predictions for The Equalizer 3. First, we can expect a more in-depth examination of Robert McCall's character. The previous films hinted at his complicated backstory and inner demons, so it's exciting to think about the possibilities of delving deeper into his world. When it became clear that Sony's adaptation of the 1980s television series The Equalizer was a success, the studio was quick to announce a sequel. The sequel would come 4 years later, with the protagonist completely focused on his official role as the Equalizer. This time, McCall was tasked with uncovering the truth behind a massive conspiracy involving a villain portrayed by Pedro Pascal. As you may have guessed by now, each obstacle in McCall's path is more dangerous than the last, and no one knows what will happen to him in the 3rd film in the series. We can also expect the same level of intense action that the franchise is known for. The previous films delivered jaw-dropping fight scenes and edge-of-your-seat moments, and it's safe to say that The Equalizer 3 will not disappoint. Well, that's it. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views and opinions in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest news and reviews on upcoming movies from us. And do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.